What's up, Foundation Nation? Today we're doing another attempt at break 57, this time from a different tee pad. Let's get into it. So, if you watched last month's episode, basically we had a dilemma. The dilemma was they moved every single pin to the long location. Now, throughout the year, when we started this challenge at the beginning of the year, we did break 57 because the pins were in a pretty easy position. They don't move them a ton, and they very rarely put them all in the shorts or all in the longs. They usually keep them mixed around. Somewhere a few months later, they moved them to a more difficult layout. They were still mixed though, and I felt like breaking 57 was still possible. Unfortunately, for the Commonwealth Games, last month they moved every single pin to the long. And we very quickly found out as we were filming last month, breaking 57 is no longer possible. It would take a round that would rival like the best players in our sport to do that now. It would have taken something incredible. I asked the comments to give feedback. Your feedback was very reasonable. It was, we need to adjust things with the course, make it more relative. So we have two options. We had two options. We've decided on one for this episode. Either we could move the number, but what we actually decided to do, because we have very recent precedent, is we're gonna play this episode from the short tees. And the reason why is because during the Commonwealth Games, they went short to long because you realistically get a pretty similar experience as like long to mixed. And only one person in the entire field broke 57 during the round they played out here. MPO all the way through. The ratings were bad in that tournament, really bad, and they still had to go over 1,000 rated to do so. So I believe, that breaking 57 short to longs is going to take the kind of round we want this series to have. We're gonna have to feel it out. You know, that's just kind of how things are. If I break it today and it doesn't really pass the eye test, and you're like, Trevor, you didn't even really play that well and you did it, maybe we haven't passed it. Maybe we gotta come back and get revenge. But that's how we're gonna attack it today, because I believe it's gonna be challenging. If you remember last month, I shot a 67 from the long tees. That means I needed 11 more strokes. And I don't believe playing the short tees at this course is going to give me 11 shots guaranteed, because you still have to hit tight gaps off the tee. That's what it comes down to. So we're gonna see how it goes. Let's get into it. Sort of the first tee shot, and this will be a very interesting episode because right now I feel really confident and I don't always feel that way. All right, here we go, short tees. This is gonna be interesting. A lot of the holes you'll find are very similar holes, just you're moved up a little bit. Like that's almost most of the course. Hole 1 is actually one of the few that is quite a different shot, because we're over on the right.
This is not easier.
Yeah. No,
I would say this is harder.
I think this might actually be harder.
Because now you have to throw to the right up in those woods.
Right. That won't be the theme. Most of them will be easier, but this one, we're off to the right. We're a little bit shorter, but when it's a long pin, I need to go like a forehand up into the woods or a backhand turnover. Forehand makes the most sense, but I feel like it's the start of my day. Like it probably is better for me to just throw the backhand because I'm not going to get in trouble with it, and like it's just an easier shot for me. So with my 10-time rock,
oh heck yeah,
real quick. That was good.
Yeah. I think that would be a
I think that's pretty close. I think it's actually pretty close.
Heck of a shot there, Big Trev. Nice.
All right.
I will say also, we filmed a video yesterday, and one of the best putting performances I've ever seen you have, so I feel like that bodes well for today.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I'm putting under like a little bit of pressure though, which really I feel in these type of videos, it gets a little different, so we'll see what happens. Today, we're here to celebrate the perfect summer grooming companion that'll keep you looking cool even when it's sizzling outside. I'm excited to introduce to you the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in the brand new colorway, White Hot from Manscaped. It's time to step up your grooming game this summer with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in the new White Hot colorway. Experience precision like never before with next-gen skin-safe blade heads. It's also got an updated trimmer blade and an interchangeable foil blade for peak performance. These updated blades are not just for show, they are here to keep you sleek and smooth under the summer sun. First, the updated trimmer blade features longer, wider, and rounder teeth that cut through your hair with ease. And here's where things get a little bit interesting, the foil blade. This blade is crafted to transcend the boundaries of the normal trimmer blade, and it gives you an even, sleeker, and more bare finish. Switching between these two blades is a breeze, giving you all the versatility you need for your summer grooming needs. So join the 10 million men worldwide that trust Manscaped and make sure to get the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in the limited edition White Hot colorway while supplies last. You can get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with code BogeyBros. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code BogeyBros at manscaped.com. Thanks again to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it. Hole 2, just a little context. We're at the bottom of the hill that I normally tee off from, probably getting an extra 90 feet here. So it's easier for me to actually now get to the top of the hill and try to make birdie. That's definitely in play. Pin is in the long though, so it's still gonna be very tough. Also a little bit of headwind, maybe right to left as well. But I'm going much more hyzer flip, pushing the right side, fading, trying to get to the top of the hill.
Fade for him. Fade. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really good shot.
I actually got almost too far to where I think I'm gonna be pinched. Like,
Okay.
I don't know if because the pin is not over on the left, it's back in the right. So that might be pinched. Well, you know, there's kind of this window to play the turnover because that's the aggressive play here. The forehand, so low ceiling and uphill, I'm never getting there. But like, there's daylight there. I'll play it aggressive. I'll take a fairway driver and rip it up there and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, kind of wider and lower than I thought, but it worked out.
Good putt.
2 through 2. Now, so far, short tees, not putting up much of a fight, but ultimately where they're going to get their strokes
Well, only
back,
hole 2 so far has been harder.
I say, well, where they're going to get their strokes back is in the woods because the gaps are still small. So we'll see what happens when we get in the woods here. Hole 3, as you can see, similar look to normal. We're about 60 feet down the hill from the longs, but still very challenging shots, playing 345 to the longs. So this is an example of a hole where most of the year, this hole was laid out long to short. That's what I was playing. Right now, I'm playing short to long, and it's literally like the exact same distance. So there's a lot of holes like that. That's why we're playing the short pads, is because it's going to emulate that beginning of the year layout that we planned the series on. I'm going Magic, started on a bunch of hyzer.
Look out, Trevor.
Gonna finish over. Oh, it's kicked down. It's
Far?
way down there, but that disc, unfortunately, that disc is probably just a little too flippy for that shot, but I hit the gap with it the most, so that's why I do it. This is a pretty hefty jumper. Should I land this? I geared up and I was like, I might go flying down that hill.
Yeah, you might die.
I think I'm not gonna do that. Hooligan wanted feedback on this disc, so they're about to get it in real time. I'm just kidding. I've thrown it and I like it, but I haven't thrown a lot of these shots yet with it. I mean, that was great.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty nice. I would say it probably lands like a little too, like probably like 15 feet too far from the basket. I'm just kidding.
I'm glad that I was able to give it a little anhyzer and it didn't just bail out. Like, it can handle a forehand.
Good putt.
There we go. Those are the ones we got to make. All right, we're clean so far. We're now going into the stretch that usually gives me the most trouble, like the next 5 holes or so. So we'll see how that goes. Hole 4, this is a great example of a hole that I am much looking forward to playing from the short tees because we're down at the bottom of the hill you walk up to throw from, and the gap, you're basically at still a gap, but much more wide. Like,
So really, really pretty hole from here.
Yeah, it looks great from here because you get to really see the creek and the whole thing. It's just dead straight, 320 feet. So I could definitely power a mid there. I probably will go mid with that 10-time rock and just really blast it and just see what happens. That's really good.
Trevor, how good does it feel to have rocks back in your bag, man?
Oh, that's hard. Oh, lean. Oh, I thought it was my first leaner of all time. It feels great. I like purposely just force myself to just throw rocks into my bag. I have 3 of them now. And man, KC rocks, they are everything.
They're the best.
They are everything. Parked again, we're cruising. We are, what are we, 3 under now?
Dang.
We're rolling. So hole 5 will still be very difficult. Our tee pad is like 30 feet and to the left. So there's one, like this gap right here. This is the gap we don't have to hit, which is great, but that's realistically, well, I shouldn't say that because I have missed that gap, but that's usually not the main problem of the hole. But we also are looking straight down the fairway instead of at an angle. That helps much more. But we're still playing to the island green, so this hole is still going to be plenty difficult. It's 400 and
Oh, I'd say with playing to the
feet.
island green, it makes this hole even out for sure.
Yeah, it's still very tough. I'm probably just going to throw that same rock again.
Yeah, I like that.
That is so unfortunate. That was on such a good line, and it caught the one underhanging branch. I threw it too high and shot down, but at least it's not out of bounds. Usually when I hit a tree on this hole, I go OB. The goal here is to get somewhere where I can get onto the island up and down for par. So I think it's going to be an inside flex forehand. I'm going to throw the Glory. That was perfect.
Seemed like a good shot.
Okay. Missed the tree. Missed the tree. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, we're Gucci.
It stayed on. That tree is just like the last guardian. That would have been so frustrating. Kind of a death putt for par, but it's not too far. Oh, it's low. Don't.
That was a safe miss.
Yeah, at least I missed on target. We're gonna take the bogey, which kind of stinks, but that's all right. Hole 6 is like one of 2, I think, holes on this course where there is no short tee pad. There's just 1. So this hole will be just as hard as normal, and it is a very difficult one. We're playing to that elevated basket.
Yep.
336. I've just kind of been throwing the forehand, trying to make par. Oh, that's 2 inside. Oh, it got through though.
Oh yeah, that'll be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be certainly I'll have a chance, whereas if that hit, I wouldn't have a chance, but it's probably not gonna be very fun. That worked out really well. I'm in the middle of the fairway somehow. It just got through everything. Like usual, I still have like a 150-foot upshot through a gap. Like this is a par 3. So I'm just gonna keep the disc low so that the slope doesn't do anything crazy. Like that. That's it. Oh gosh.
Oh, that's a putt.
Yeah.
You got that though.
It was a good throw. It just moved a little quick. Dang.
Yes, Trevor.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
I'd be curious to see what UDisc calls this, because we're at the short tee.
You can see the basket now.
We're close to 100 feet further up the fairway. With the basket and the long, I can't remember, because this tee sign is saying they're both par 3s, but it's also claiming that the long basket is 350 feet, and that's just not true. I mean, that basket is over 400 feet away.
For sure.
So I have to look at UDisc and see if they have it corrected. If they don't, I'm just gonna have to play it as par 3, because that's all I have in front of me. But
a really hard par
yeah,
3.
if it is par 3, it's actually gonna be pretty tough. I'm gonna try and go backhand and pretty aggressive with the F7 and just get it to like flip into the right hallway once it gets through the gap. Okay, it turned a little early. I wish it wouldn't have bounced backwards per se, but it's up there. I looked on UDisc. It's a par 3 through and through, so
Dang.
it's the hardest hole in the course.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yanked it. Well, hope we can get up and down from there. Now we have just like a little turnover backhand. I could throw this pretty well with my P3X. I think this disc will do it as well, as long as I give it the angle. So let's see what it does. Not an ad. I just really like this disc. It's the Cash, by the way.
It's not an ad. It's just like you're only throwing putter, so it's gonna get thrown.
This is because I had the Cash in my bag. If you remember, Hooligan made it, but now Gateway makes their stuff. I think something like that.
Heck yeah.
And so they sent me a new one, so I'm trying it out, and I really like it.
Dude, Gateway's been sneaky lately.
They have.
I feel like they're starting to show out that they can make a lot of plastic.
This thing's money. Money.
Hashtag show us the Gateway.
It'll fly on the Anheuser. It seems that we're running into a different layout problem with anything, because this layout was supposed to make this course easier, but last hole that should have been a par 4. This hole, and I'm not just saying that, like it just objectively should be.
You can't get there. You can't get there in one.
Yeah, let's throw like you could, but it's just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. This hole is the like island hole that you throw from the deck usually. We're a little further up here, but like I don't even think that the shape of this hole allows for you to get there in one.
No.
And they're making this a par 3 as well. So I'm back in the same predicament where I've got to scrap for these pars. This part of the course is just hard no matter what. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's okay though. It kept the idea of this course.
Yeah, chaos. We gotta buckle in here.
It was getting a little too chummy there for a while.
It was. Like these birdies, I was like, ew. I'm gonna go really flippy and just kind of bomb it at the trees on a lot of hyzer and see what happens. Oh, okay.
Oh, sneak pass.
We're going outside. Come back. Keep coming back. Oh, okay. It got way down there. I should be able to go up and down for a par. I redact my rant. Number 1, this hole might actually be easier than I thought. I'm almost pin high. And number 2, I forgot that the number's relative.
It doesn't matter what the par is. You're shooting 57.
Yeah. Which I'm used to it happening the opposite way, where the course like is actually getting objectively harder. This doesn't matter. I'm gonna get eaten by King Cobra, so there's that.
I have heard that people have started releasing their King Cobras into the woods of Independence.
So scary. There's a giant hole.
I mean, if you think about it, Trev, if you were gonna get bit by, like if getting bit by a snake was in the cards for today, you're gonna get bit by a snake.
You're right.
So like it doesn't matter if you're in a hole or not.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, and you're right.
If you were supposed to get bit by a snake in the hole and you didn't go in the hole,
oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I don't know what to do.
Okay, that was interesting. I mean, there's way too much OB present for you to be doing that. Come on, Trev!
All right, we got another long par 3. But remember, a 3 is a 3, no matter what it says it's supposed to be.
Amen, brother.
Say it with me, everybody.
I don't feel like that.
This is 370 feet. We're about 50 feet in front of the normal tee. So it's another one where it's like, okay, I don't have to hit this gap at least. Technically I do though. Could you imagine? Early release. I need to throw another flippy driver. Money. Turn! Oh, that's so good. No!
Dang.
Oh, I thought it was so good. I just need to flip more. That might be pinched. That was much further shot than I thought. Like, that got to that tree, and I was like, oh, bummer. And then I'm like, even if it missed the tree, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, now that I see that tree, I'm like, that basket's really far.
Oh, it's just short. Dang. That was a really good feeling putt. It was just a little short. All right, so we're going to go to the back 9, even par. I think this proves the point pretty well so far that these short tees are providing, I think, a really nice challenge in the woods because they're still difficult. At the end of the day, if you get off the tee and you're not in a great spot, they're hard to scramble. So we'll see how the back 9 plays because typically I score better there, but I need to shoot, I think, 3 under or so on the back. On the back, this is the second hole I mentioned that this is the same tee as I always play. It's the only tee on this hole. Also a giant tree fell in front. This would be perfect timing for me to finally throw a good shot on this hole and have it get knocked out by that tree.
That could be fun.
No, I think I'd hate it.
That rock on this hole is what you need.
Yeah, the only problem is I have to throw it on hyzer.
Yeah, but you've thrown that shot really well, so there's no reason to start doubting yourself now.
I sure as heck
you
believe
stinky.
Oh! That's an ace. Oh, it's long. It's actually really long.
Oh.
It went over the green.
Wow.
I'm not really sure how that just happened.
I'm not really sure either. I think it's just that disc is just so much better than a shark.
Well, it's 295 and it's probably playing like 260. So that makes sense.
For some reason, this hole feels shorter today.
That was really confusing because I've thrown mid on this hole for as long as I've ever played it and I've never gone over the green.
Yeah, that was a way to get there.
Par. I mean, it's kind of like last time. We got to start scoring at some point on this back 9, so hope we can start finding it. Hole 11 is dramatically easier because instead of looking at the gap at a weird angle, we're going straight down it, and it's just a flat shot to hyzer. It's only 260, very, very gettable.
Peasy easy.
I think I'll go putter because I can get there. Oh no, push. Okay, it pushed. Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, it's down there. I wasn't sure.
Putt.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was going to beat the first trees, but it did, so it might be putting. We need to get those easy ones. Hole 12, we're like 60 feet further down the hill. It's the 2-shot dog leg right, par 4. So, doesn't really change much. If you have a huge forehand, you can actually play a forehand around the corner here. That would help. But for me, it's basically the same thing, but with a putter. I'm just going to get into the bottom of the hill.
I like it. Yeah, baby. That's fine.
Should be far enough, yeah. That's a putt.
Yeah.
Just basically the goal is throw it on enough hyzer that you can't go right.
Yeah, good putt, Trev.
All right. I think that puts us to 2 under, or no, yeah, 2 under. I think I have to get to 3 under, so we're almost there. On to 13 now. Pretty tough hole still from the shorts. We're a little bit closer, but it's like a big flex backhand. I'm gonna go time lapse. Okay, the kick's actually gonna help it.
There's some good kicks.
Yeah, there's kind of like, let's kind of chuck it at those paths and see what happens.
Yeah.
And it kicked it right, so I think it's like 25, 30 feet.
Good guy.
Yeah. Hole 14. This one's a lot easier. We have a lot less hallway and a much more of a hyzer. This hole is much easier from here. Well, and I say that to say from the other tee, it was actually impossible for me. This hole, it's like a birdie opportunity. You need to go really overstable. You go spice and throw it flat and high.
That's nice. That's a great shot.
Yeah, I went a little bit deep, so that might be an interesting putt.
Good putt. Wow.
Birdies are rolling. This hole is different from here. Still kind of difficult. It's a tight gap, but it's just straight. It's not a hyzer anymore. I think it's just a putter right up the middle. Oh, I didn't turn it. That was an early release. Okay, gotta get them down for par. Just like that, folks, we got a little bit of work to get par here. Oh no. Wow. Wow. I mean, we have strokes to give at this point, but I'm just frustrated because this hole is very easy. All right.
Trevor, I would say you distributed strokes well on this hole.
What would make you think of that word?
There's a distributor cap right there.
Only car guys will get it. Well, you know, kudos to me for creating a little bit of drama, I guess, because 3 holes to play, and I still have to shoot even par on those 3 holes. Okay, this will be an interesting hole. Hole 16, it's a par 4 still from, like, we're quite a bit from the long tee. 395, a little downhill, so I think it's reachable.
Down there to the right now?
Yeah, it's all the way down there in the long. So it's very hard from the long tee. But
Yeah.
I'll go passion because it's a low ceiling.
Probably passion oriented, yeah. Just get up there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty easy birdie. It was just a little too right. No. Oh my gosh, man. I'm just goofing. If I don't like get to under 57 at this point, like it's gonna be some goofy activity.
So now you have to birdie a hole?
No, it's a par. It's a par 4. Okay, 2 more holes left. Gotta make pars. So we got a par 3 here. We're going kind of down the right part of the hole instead of the left part of the hole that we're normally throwing out, and it's kind of straight away. There is one branch that looks quite devious. I think I'm gonna throw that rock again.
I love that you're throwing rocks because I get to watch it happen.
First time I came out to Independence by myself, I was living in Good on Paul's property way back in the day, Flags. And I went out to this hole and I lost like 3 discs a row that all hyzered and kicked into the water because I was getting frustrated.
That's awful.
Including, we've done like the marble discs for like our marble Patreon members or whatever. I think they used to be called marble.
Yeah.
And I had the very first one. It had like, it was really cool and I bagged it for whatever reason and I lost it in there.
Dang.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
There's just nothing that gets a Carolina boy riled up like watching a rock slowly flip up dead straight.
It's a good one.
I'm so riled right now.
You're riled. That's a tester, but it's a birdie putt.
I'm full on Carolina squat right now.
Get in there. Oh, wow.
Oh man, Trevor. Okay, that's not too far, Trev.
And I know this about that disc. Like I know the candy is so straight that I can't really get it to go left. But I figured if I put it like this and threw it slow, it would move a little. No, dead straight.
Yeah, I think it was gonna happen today no matter what.
Currently, as things stand, I'm at 52 strokes. Need to be at 56. So I have 4 shots to get in under 57. What does that mean? I don't know. Definitely on the back nines where you get the like, oh, it's the short tee type holes because this is playing as a par 4. It's only 400 feet. Now, I don't have a problem with the hole because there is risk reward if you're, because it entices you to go for eagle. There's water, things can roll away. It's just for me when I need a par, shouldn't be a huge challenge. As long as I cross inbounds, I should have a pretty good chance. I'm gonna play it pretty aggressively though because I feel like it's not a crazy difficult shot. I'll go plenty over stable, probably PD2 and just throw like a flex shot. Yeah, that was pretty.
That's left enough.
That was pretty cowardly. But, I mean, the danger now is I am pretty far up left, so I have to throw a shot to the corner and then chip it up and down for par. The danger now is I am on a giant slope that goes into the water, and if it goes into the water now, I'm pretty much toast. This could be an all-time finish because I now have to basically pitch out onto the side of this hill, try not to roll into the water, and then pitch it up to the basket, try not to roll in the water, and tap out. I shouldn't roll. You've got to keep the disc flat. That's the name of the game.
Nice.
There she is. Come on, Connor. Come with me, man.
Okay.
Let's ride this one out. Let's go ahead and analyze the facts.
Okay.
Let's talk about the facts. Fact number 1. I shot a 56. That is under 57. That's fact number 1. Fact number 2. That round would have rated just under 1,000. I think 990 to 995-ish. If it were played at the Commonwealth Games that were just hosted here a few weeks ago. I would say the ratings kind of sucked at that event. The TD kind of agrees with that, but just take it as what it is. Just under 1,000 rated. Fact number 3, I feel like I played pretty well today.
I think you did well.
I played well. How much does it have to do with the layout being easier? Fact number 4, probably a good bit. Fact number 5.
I don't think you can say fact and then say probably.
Nope. Fact number 5.
Okay.
I feel empty inside. Is that
That's
because...
not a fact, that's a feeling.
Is that... It's
So
a fact that I
feeling-
feel.
Okay, yeah.
Is that
prove it.
because A, follow my train here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is that because A, I have reached the pinnacle of disc golf and I realize that money and fame isn't everything? Or is it because of B, this felt too easy? I would lean towards B. I have provided you with the facts. Fact number 6.
Okay.
This course, if it stays in this layout, like we mentioned in the last month, is too hard from the long tees. It would take probably an 1100 rated round or close to it, it feels like, to shoot what I need. From this short tease, it seems like it took about a 995 rated round to do what I needed to do by one stroke.
And if you're at your pineapple of disc golf right now, you're definitely not going to be able to do the longs.
And if the layout stays the way it is, we're kind of in a tough spot. Those are the facts, and you are the people. I want you to take to the comments and enter a discourse. Did I break 57 or did I not?
We love a good controversy.
I can't shrug any higher. And the title of this video is going to be most controversial foundation video yet, ever. Police called, gone wild.
Walmart.
Warning, nudity.
Oh.
Remember that bird? No, that's death. It wasn't, well, it was naked and dead.
Was it naked?
Well, it wasn't wearing its pants.
What was the feather sitch?
It had its feathers, so I guess it wouldn't. Bird was not naked. Fact
Okay,
number 7.
it's just...
I've lost all my fluids.
Okay,
All right,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see you next time. Have fun.